Welcome back to another episode of Hit or Glitch, Exalted Edge of Creation. That's a really long title. A new season of Hit or Glitch called Exalted Edge of Creation. Maybe that's better. uh,
Regardless, it's what it is by now.
so, Siku left the house after a big argument, and while the other guys were out.
Siku is thinking about the best thing he can do right now is protect the people in the low town.
Okay.
So he's going to do his best to make sure no one gets taken tonight.
Okay.
And if he can find some evidence of these fey creatures and or get some information out of one of the guards, all the better.
Okay. So yeah, you go into the low town then. You have difficulty here, um, mainly because the last time you came, well, 2 times ago when you came down here, the you almost got torch and pitchforked out of the area, but
Yes.
they were actually a little bit too scared to confront you even then.
Yeah.
And it is, what time are you heading out this way? Because those guys got back to the house about midday.
Yeah, I probably left about 45 minutes to an hour before they got there. Like I said, I'm going to go find a place, drink. Well,
Okay.
in the note.
Yes.
I didn't say that to you guys at home, but there was a
So,
note.
the note that he passed me is I'll leave the pipe on Morez's bed and the Ghost General's helmet on Otto's bed. Then head to Lowtown, drink, and wait for soldiers to start collecting people. I tell the lackeys I'm leaving to speak with a contact.
And if I capture a guard, he would be I didn't say he was a willing contact.
True.
Contact is just a source of information.
All right. There is a lot of fear down here. You can smell it. It is pervasive, and you're not the only one drinking. And this isn't the like, hey, let's go to the party or go to the bar and party kind of drinking. This is just, I want to be drunk right now.
Yeah.
Or, I just want to pass out right now, even kind of drinking. So people give you your space, but they aren't like giving you looks or anything other than, is he a threat?
Okay. I will not act in a threatening manner unless it is enacted towards me first.
You do, like, on your way there, get a lot of looks, and a lot of people are watching you pretty closely, and you see like groups of people in front of houses like gathered together talking, and then they see you and they all kind of stop and watch you, and then you can hear them start talking again as soon as you pass.
Yeah, I figured as much.
You also notice a lot of people are packing weapons of one sort or another, whether openly or hidden.
Okay. So I will pace my drinking. I don't want to be inebriated.
Okay. It takes a lot of alcohol to get you inebriated.
I'm sure it does.
With a stamina of 5 and being the amount of mass that you are, it takes a while.
And having the iron stomach.
That also makes a difference. All right. What are your resources?
I have none.
So you really quickly run out of money.
Okay.
And can't buy any more alcohol of any sort.
Okay.
Um, so you're still gonna stay in the bar?
Hang out, walk around town.
Oh, okay.
Not be like,
Yeah,
just
kind of walking around watching.
yeah. Once it starts to get a little darker, I'll kind of move into the alleyways
Okay.
and be watching for the guardsmen.
You do notice some kids like playing, and they like all see you stop, kind of like jaws drop open, and then you can hear them following you.
The kids.
I mean, from a distance,
Right.
but it's just every now and like, even if you're not turning around, every now and then you hear some like shh, shh, and then some quick footsteps, and then they're hiding behind something else.
Okay. As long as they stay a safe distance back, I won't worry about it.
Okay. Well, if you're not doing anything, then pretty quickly they'll get bored.
Not unless I see the guards people.
So eventually it does get dark. Um, Go ahead and roll a both a stealth and then a perception rolls.
The 3 for stealth. And 6 for perception.
All right. You notice another patrol that looks similar to the one you saw the last time. Um, and like as you're starting to become suspicious of them, they also notice you. And they kind of like were walking towards an alleyway and they walk down the street this way.
And I will follow them.
Okay.
Actually, I'll just walk up to them.
Yeah, and close the distance pretty quick, even though they're walking away from you. They all turn around, like some kind of cue from one of them. What's your business? Why are you following us?
Lowtown's under my protection. You're not leaving with anybody.
You mean leaving with anybody? We're soldiers of this city. It's our business being down here. We're here to keep the peace. You see, like that visible swallow.
Keeping the peace is fine. Hauling people away to turn them into something else is not. If you plan on doing that, start with me.
I don't have any idea what you're talking about. We have business up at the Citadel. And they like gives a gesture and they all start heading west.
I will follow them till they're out of Lowtown, and then I'll go back and look for another group.
They notice that you're still following them. The main group keeps on the same path, but he kind of sends a motion to one of the guys, and that guy goes off down a side street.
Okay, when I get to where the side street is, I'll stop and watch them, and I'll look down the side street.
Okay. Yeah, that guy was like kind of walking at a clip, but he looks back and sees you and actually starts running a bit. Like not like running as in, oh no, he's gonna catch me, but running as in, oh crap, I better move quick. Well, I don't know. You can make a judge intentions to know better than that, but
no, I'm good with that.
He's
about one range band away.
Yeah.
I leap right in front of him.
Okay.
And that's my movement. And I grab him.
Okay.
Where are you going?
Reporting to another unit.
How far is, are we in the center? Are we near the outer wall?
Oh, you guys are a good distance from the outer wall. Okay. You've been walking towards the center, and there isn't really a real wall surrounding the city on this side, only on the north side.
Gotcha. Reporting to another unit for what?
We're just reporting in. I'm just reporting in. We have protocol we're supposed to follow. Put me down. You're assaulting a soldier of the city.
Does he have a spear? Or... like the other
Yeah,
guys
he
did?
has a spear and a short sword.
Can I take the spear out of his hand?
I mean,
Is he gonna try and resist?
yeah, but not credibly.
I'm gonna break the spear on the ground.
He's gonna look pretty nervous at that. Also disturbed that you're one-handing him off the ground.
And then I'm just gonna say, where's the other troop? I'll report to them. You leave.
It's like on 7th Street, I think.
Okay. So actually remove your armor. Putting him down.
Kidding me? I show up without my armor.
Do I look like I'm choking?
Starts like I'm doing.
Just waiting. Basically, I want to see if he's got like any marking or anything.
Um, like he's wearing a shirt underneath, like padding underneath and everything. So you want him to take that off
Yeah.
too? Okay. You shake down the soldier in the street and he starts taking his clothes off. He has some scars, but none of them look like a like huge entry wound in the chest area or stomach area or anything.
Okay.
And also, yeah, he's breaking out in goosebumps and starting to do this kind of number. You're drawing a crowd now.
Yeah. I say go, and then I leave after he starts taking off.
Like he looks down at his armor, like, "Can I take that with me?" Kind of look.
Go.
He like curses you a bit and takes off.
Okay, I'm gonna go look for the other patrol.
All right, you go to 7th Street.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's there. Well, I mean, not one of these patrols.
Right. Okay, I'm just gonna keep looking around for one.
Um, I guess it is nighttime, so now you're
I'm
you're
figuring like they were using wagons, so they
you're looking
shouldn't
for a
be
way.
too discreet. Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
At least not the wagon portion.
yeah. Give me a perception investigation roll. Well, you can do awareness if you want, just to try to hear it. Four. Okay. Yeah, you eventually hear like the clop of like horseshoes on um, paving stones, and head in that direction. You're like, it's got to be just around this corner. And just as you get there, a couple of guys come into the street in front of you in guards' uniforms. But these guys are pretty big for the normal guard.
Okay.
And they're kind of staring at you with dumb expressions on their face. And then you hear a couple more guys close in from behind.
Okay.
They've got spears and they've got there's 6 of them, and they've got spears, but they're like they kind of look a little misproportioned. Like
Okay.
they're kind of reverting back to Cro-Magnon man a little bit.
Just gonna kind of smile and be like, "Excuse me," and push past him.
As you push up, you get a little bit of a grimace kind of smile and see that they have fangs, or not really fangs, but they've got like sharp teeth, and they're going to try to threaten you. technically they lose some dice because you are even more hideous than them. But
And I'm also going to use my protect those to resist it.
What's your resolve?
5.
Okay.
For this.
Yeah. So they're like kind of like and stare him down pretty much. So they're going to basically drop their spears and then start coming in at you.
Yeah, I'm going to go in at them at this point. Nine.
Okay. Six. You're first. There are 2 guys in front of you. Their fingers have elongated into claws, or talons, really, and their teeth.
So I can
their
take a
jaws
simple action and an attack action, correct?
So if you're doing a simple charm, that is your action.
Okay.
I think some of them can be flurried, but that
I'm
basically reduces the dice pool to both things.
Frontline warrior stamina.
Oh, is that the one that adds to your initiative?
I add, yeah.
Okay.
I roll half my health, and add the number of successes to my initiative.
Oh.
Yeah, so I only get 10 dice.
Aww.
Add 6, please, which puts me to 15.
Yep. Okay. The first 2 guys are going to try to grapple you. So they're basically, one of them, they're going to go high and low. One of them's coming up to try to grab you around the shoulders, and the other one's going to football tackle your legs.
Okay. I'm going to. So these are opposed, right? Because it's grapple?
Yeah. This is an opposed strength plus brawl or martial arts roll between the grappler and your target.
So against guy A?
Yep. Get more than 3?
I have 5.
Okay. This guy's going down by 1. Second guy. Ooh. Wow. Okay, that's all successes.
$10.
Wow. This guy got 9. Yeah, they seem really surprised when this doesn't work, and you're just flinging them off. The guy that was going for your legs, he's like, I got him, and then you just spread your legs out and fling his arms off. The 2 guys coming from behind are just going to go ahead and try to totally cut you with their talons. So breaking you with the talons. So you'll have a 2-point onslaught at this point. And you can, declare stunt for this as well. Okay, yeah, you can stunt your defense if you want to. These guys are coming in. One of them is flea jump above and is just coming down, trying to bisect you. The other one is coming in from the side and going to.
Okay. What I'm going to try to do is, since I was pushing the guys off, the guy that's that jumped at my feet, I want to push off of him and grab the dude coming this way and throw him, like try and push him in the way, grab him and pull him in the way of the guy coming down.
Okay. So you can add one to your defense for both attacks.
Okay.
But you are getting an onslaught penalty, so
Right.
it's going to be
So 5 minus the onslaught penalty of 2 would be 3.
yeah. And you can also spend essence on defense or willpower. And I just have to remember how that works. Because I'm great at this.
Yeah, I'm good.
You're good?
I'm good.
Okay.
I can take one round.
So the first guy is actually hitting you by your defense was 3. So he's hitting you by 3. What is your soak?
I am going to use my durability of oak.
Okay.
Reflexively. Which is going to be. So is he doing a withering attack?
Yeah.
So it's -2 damage dice.
Okay.
My soak is 5.
2.
So 2 boxes?
Yep.
Alright, I'm still at -0. He's got half of my -0s gone though.
Okay. And then second attack, your defense is now 2. So it's 3 net hits. So the same attack pool is coming in. Are you going to activate durability again, or is it
it's for that? Yeah,
for that round. Okay, so 8 again. 3, 6. 1. Just 1.
Okay.
But that's going to give one of the guys up to 7, the other guy up to 8. That doesn't take boxes of damage, by the way.
It doesn't?
No. But you are losing 3 initiative.
Oh, so I'm down to 12?
Yep. If the guys had successfully grappled you, they might have started dealing damage. But no, these, I mean, technically your defense attempts fail. So you're going to throw the guy up, but he kind of just tackles you to the side anyway.
Yeah.
And the other guy comes down on you, and you barely roll out of the way, but you're kind of on the pushed back a little bit, even though you're so tough.
That's fine.
Okay.
My turn?
Yep.
All right. So the guy that came down hitting me,
yeah,
as he's coming down, like he's hitting me, but I'm just grabbing him and slamming him into the ground.
Is this decisive or?
This is decisive.
Okay.
And I am also going to be activating my ferocious jab for 1 mote, which since I have that 3 onslaught, right?
No, that goes away as soon as your turn starts.
It started my turn?
Yes.
Then how can I use ferocious jab, which gives me a plus number of damage dice per onslaught, point of onslaught that I have?
Oh, then yeah, I guess that would apply to this.
Yeah.
Is ferocious jab? It's supposed to refresh, I believe, at the start of your turn, but that probably
because it's supplemental. So I guess
it supplements attack. Then yeah, I would just add in what you'd had, and that adds to damage or to the attack.
It's a number of damage dice.
Okay, so you still have to hit him first,
right?
So you
But is it 3 or 4? Because I was attacked 4 times.
You would technically have a -4 onslaught then, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's going to add at least 1. Well, I mean, assuming you've been attacked at all.
Right.
So yeah, you have to hit, and then it would add. So it's you're just normal dice pool because you don't have a weapon anyway.
Seven.
That beats him by 2. So you have 2 more.
So it's a decisive, so that's...
So it's your 12 initiative, and then you're adding 4, so you're at 16. They do not have hardness.
Plus my 4, plus the 2 for the net hits.
Yeah.
And 10s are not doubled for damage.
No. They only count as 1. You got him.
11.
All right. Yeah, you just whack, smash, like pile drive him into the ground, and you hear his neck snapping, and his whole back is bent at weird angles in different places.
Cool.
I mean, you're moving pretty quick, but you do catch out of the corner of your eye like his body malforming, and the skin just kind of shrinks back, and it doesn't look human anymore.
Okay.
That resets you to 3.
Takes me to 3. Takes out one of them. Whichever one was the one that jumped on top.
Got 1, so that was this one. He's gonna try a decisive attack on you. I don't think their dice pools change because they also don't have weapons. Do you want to stunt your defense at all? For this guy, you just smash the guy in the ground. He's just gonna like try to stab into your face with his talons.
Okay, I'm gonna just try and pull the guy back up.
Pull the body up. All right, yeah, you can add 1 to your defense for that.
So my defense will be 5.
1, 2, 3, 4. That will work.
Sets him to 3.
Oh yeah,
because he's claimed a decisive.
So yeah, he basically has to rip the other guy's body off of him, off his arm to get it to you. The other 2 guys are going to just kind of come in, and this time they're just going to be like swinging high and swinging low with both arms, just coming in at you.
On that first attack,
yeah,
I am also going to spend 3 motes reactively, and I cannot get any onslaught this turn.
Okay. Yeah, they're just trying to rake at you, just trying to close in from both sides, flank, and box you in.
Okay. I'm going to keep the same stunt. Basically, I've got this guy and the other guy's like trying to claw his way out, and I'm going to try and angle him between me and the people.
All right. Yeah, you can keep your +1 defense.
So the 5.
1, 2. Miss. And this one might. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
So that's a net hit of 1.
So 1 plus his initiative 5.
Is this withering or?
Yeah, I think they're just gonna go for withering attacks on you right now, even though their initiative, they don't have much initiative.
-2 die.
7. -2 for your
durability.
Oh, the durability adds hardness.
-2 damage dice for withering or 4 hardness on decisive.
Oh, 4 hardness. I think hardness has to.
It's only for decisive the hardness I get.
Yeah.
So it's just -2 damage dice.
Well, they're going for decisive.
Oh, they're going for decisive?
Yeah.
Then I get 4 hardness.
Okay.
So it's got to do at
least.
Does
not subtract from attacks damage.
Yeah.
So basically, if their pool was 4 or less, then it would stop the attack completely. If the damage was, but their damage is a little bit higher than that. So basically, it prevents people from just going Oh, I reset to 3, decisive attack. Oh, I reset to 3, decisive attack. Just constantly. And they're at 5, so it's actually 1 higher.
Right. So he's at 6 for one net hit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Was it 1 net hit?
Yeah.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3.
And
3 damage.
Soak 5.
Soak doesn't apply to decisive attacks. It's to.
Does that do my wounds?
Yeah, so this one actually does wounds.
Still at -0.
Okay. And then second attack.
The second attack?
Oh, wait, no.
That was the second
attack. And the other guy's down because he missed. So reset initiative. The guy that missed.
I thought, were they all decisive?
Yeah, they all did decisive attacks.
So even the guy that missed would be at 3, right?
Yep. My bust. So you guys are all going at the same time. I'll let you declare first. But whoever you're attacking is going to end up in a clash. 2 characters attack one another in the same tick. In this situation, the quality of a character's defensive prowess becomes irrelevant. Victory goes to the fighter whose strike is superior. You both ignore each other's defense. Instead, the 2 act as opposed roles.
Okay. So any one of them.
I think you won the opposed roll. And get
7?
So you get to treat his defense as 2 for this, because that's what he got. So you get a +5. And the loser of the clash suffers -2 defense till next turn, which doesn't really matter. A successful withering clash attack adds 3 additional points of initiative damage after damage is rolled. Which are going to at least 6 here.
Okay.
And there's this is their soak is 5. Sorry.
So I take 5 out.
Yeah, 5 dice out.
Sorry, we roll that. That sucks. This was a really good roll.
Sorry about that. I was trying to gesture to stop, but I was trying to look it up. So.
Six.
All right, you are at 12, and you crash him.
So putting me at 12, does that include the 3 bonus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you get a +5. So you're at 17.
Sweet.
And the guy you crashed will be down by 6, so he's at -3. All right. The other 2 guys are seeing that this is really just not working very well, but they don't really have that much intelligence, so they're going to just keep going. They are going to try and take away some of that beautiful initiative you now have.
All right.
So they're going to be...
withering attacks?
Yeah. This time, though, like... they can't seem to get in on you very well. So they're going to try a little bit something different. And one guy's going to get up on you. And then the other guy's going to like pretend like he's running away, get on the wall, and dive for you and Wolverine claws at you, kind of dive attack.
Okay. So for the first guy that's coming up at me, I am going to not do anything special. Is he trying to grapple me?
No.
Just claw?
Like one of them's trying to like just swing at you like they were before, but
okay,
really it's
so what I want
more
to
of a
do is like
distraction
while
for
I'm trying to evade him, I'm going to try and work him in front of the other guy that's lunging.
Okay.
So the stunt defense will be against the guy lunging off the wall.
Okay. And you just take the other guys.
I'll let, yeah, if he ends up hitting me, you know, so that I can rearrange him.
Yeah. Okay. The first guy misses.
Okay.
And the second guy will the onslaught will cancel. The onslaught will cancel the plus one you're getting.
Yeah.
He got 3, so that is a successful hit.
Yeah, because the guy that I clashed with gave me 1, and then this other guy gave me 2, and then the plus 1 for the stun.
Yeah.
So I was at 3, so he exactly hit.
Okay. And then your soak is 5.
My soak is 5, but he's got 2 less damage because I did it for durability evoke. For withering, it's minus 2 damage.
So 5, 6, 7. Okay. Is that 5? Man, even without armor, you're reducing these guys' hits to nothing. So 2 damage. So this guy goes up to 5. You go down to 15. And this guy goes down to 2. And now the guy that's crashed is going to come at you. This was, how did you hit this one? I forget.
The one that I crashed?
Yeah, because you guys attacked. Oh, we didn't even describe it. You just swung at each other. So yeah, you.
Yeah, I just kind of like.
You basically
went for a haymaker.
Yeah, so he's
no, he had already attacked because we attacked at the same time.
Right. So we're back to a new round.
Yeah. So I'm going to decisive attack the guy with 5 initiative.
Yeah. The one that actually, the guy that.
Yeah. So basically, he leaped at me and he clawed into my chest, and I just grab him and rip
the arms off. That's cool. Oh yeah, you can have your dice for that.
And I'll spend the 1 mote to get the onslaught from last turn. Okay. The 2 onslaught.
Yep. 3.
10.
It beats his defense by 5. So you can add 5 to your damage, and his well, he doesn't have any hardness, so doesn't matter. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
5 plus the 3 from the onslaught.
23 damage, guys. There won't be anything left.
Nine.
That kills him. Yeah, you rip his arms off.
Yeah. Basically just...
You Wookie him. You're still at -0 for wound penalties?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, these guys are done. They have, like, special abilities that trigger when you have wound penalties or when they successfully scare you. But seeing as they've completely failed to do any of that, and even the little bit of damage they did hasn't done anything to you, so they're going to start running. You reset to 3.
Yep.
And they are going to try to combat movement.
I'll let them run.
Oh, you let them run?
I'll let them run. I want to get to the wagon.
Okay. Yeah, they take off 2 different directions.
That's fine.
And if you start following one because it happens to be running towards the wagon, it'll take off down another street. And,
okay.
Yeah.
The wagon out there?
Yeah, there you find the wagon. There is 4 guards currently at the wagon, and they're in the process of putting a woman in the back of the wagon when you come around the corner. Come in the line of sight.
I've still got one arm in each of my hands, and I'm like, they go free.
There's they kind of drop the woman and pull spears, and then without an expression on your face rushed you, and we're gonna sort of end scene as they're rushing towards you, and you're just maybe grinning a little bit and just swinging arms at their
yeah.
What happened? There are more people here.
They were just hiding behind a green screen.
See? Just put the shirt up and you can't tell. All of this, it's not really there. No, it's really there.
You've seen us almost killed by Batless a couple of times.
That's true.
Well, I think the batleth once and the katana twice.
Yeah. The batleth was scary.
Sharp objects of treasure.
There's a nice little dent back here. All right, so Siku doesn't come back during the day, and your new friends have gotten together and they're like, so what happened to? Still blowing off steam?
He said,
I think it's more if he's blowing us off.
He left word that he was seeking out contacts.
That could be a problem. Unfortunately, we don't have time. I think he can take care of himself.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And if not, I don't think anyone's going to be able to truly kill him before we get back. At worst, we'll find him behind bars. Those won't hold him for long, so yeah.
I think we'll be fine. Over the wall we go. Over under.
Actually, I have another way around. The mountains here are certainly enough to prevent an army from going around the wall, but a few men on foot should pose no problem.
Okay.
And they've got like backpacks and like hiking boots on.
Looks like I'm going to have to break up my old gear.
Tim, what's your movement?
You mean rush?
Sure.
5.
Okay.
Otherwise, how do you determine
what's your athletics, I guess, is a better way of doing it.
2.
You got 0. And stamina here for you, Dan, is 2. Tim?
2. 3.
All right. They set off at a quick pace. You can't keep up with them.
I know.
They slow down a little bit, and you're still having to hoof it to keep up, kind of thing. And then within an hour, you're breathing hard. You're really pumping wind. They're carrying backpacks, and unless you picked one up,
well, would a horse have made it? Or would they recommend no horses?
Actually, no. They could get a
because they
could get a pony or not like a full size horse, but they could get like a mule or a donkey or a pony or something like that up this trail. And I think they're going to recommend that before they leave town.
Yeah,
they're going to figure that out and recommend it.
Well, because that was mine. I'm like, okay.
You have ride?
Yep.
Okay. You got a dot and ride.
Good.
And enough dexterity to keep it. Do you want to also get a mule of some sort?
You've got Sova.
Oh,
that's true. Once you get in the mountain, you'll be fine. But yeah, they set a pretty brisk pace. And are you getting like a mule or a donkey?
Yeah, whatever I'll go with whatever they think is best. What will make it.
They recommend a mule the most.
Yeah, get a mule and pack our supplies on it.
Okay. Yeah, they more as you have a hard time keeping up with them. Even for the short period of time it takes to get outside of town. The mule has a hard time keeping up with them. They're not even breathing hard.
Well, they're half animal, so.
Yep. And this is something that they're used to doing. You guys get up to the trail and you're starting to work your way up this back trail that doesn't even really look much like a trail, but somehow the mule knows how to keep its feet, and they know how to keep their feet, and Silva helps out once you guys get out of the line of sight of the city. But regardless of which, you guys work your way almost vertically up the side of this mountain. This trail's hardly visible, and certainly doesn't look like anything you would call a trail. But apparently they know where they're going, and every time you think that's just a dead cliff, there's nothing there, they find something that they call, a goat would probably consider to be dangerous. And you've really never seen a mule do what this mule is doing. It was a normal mule as far as you're concerned, but they must be doing something because there's no way this thing can keep its footing on what it's going over. And the rocks should be, collapsing under your weight, and they're not. So they've got to be doing something for this.
Good. I got my crossbow across my lap as we're going, so that I can.
Yep. It takes you guys the better part of it takes you the rest of the day, and then well into the night, and they don't really slow down. They just keep going, and the mule keeps going. Although it is working up a little bit of a lather, it just keeps going. And eventually, around the middle of the night, and the moon comes across as being the moon is it Gibbous is the one that's going towards full moon?
Yes.
Oh, it's waxing or waning. So it's Gibbous is the little past half, and it is waxing. Gibbous. And it kind of comes out from some clouds, shines down, and they almost seem to pick up their pace immediately.
Yep.
And again, you must have climbed something on the order of like 3,000 to 4,000 feet already in this course of this day. It's crazy how far up you've gone, and they're still hardly breathing hard. But eventually, so you guys get to the top of the pass and get a look at the north side of the wall as you come around again. The wall stretching out to your west, sort of that crescent shape. You shining bright with the moon shining upon it, reflecting very well. It's very visible. You can't quite see the ocean from here, although you're guessing that if you had gone further up the mountain, maybe you could. You do see a little bit of a lesser mountain range to the north, pretty much straight north of you. There's forest around. You can see the road barely, and a little bit of villages here and there. Not really much in the way of torchlight in any of them.
Yeah, because they're all dead.
Yep, that is certainly a possibility. However, I'm not even going to make you guys roll for this with your massive perception sets.
Yeah, because I still have all of my stuff going.
Yes. You do see the ground moving to the north of you, almost like a sea. Just the ground is just constantly moving. And coming around like a foot of the mountain, like the foothills, and moving around through the end of the forest, headed towards the wall. It's literally it's there's so much of it. It looks like water, like an ocean moving.
I think we're a little late.
Well, late to find out about them in time to, I don't know, build an army, but not too late to know that they're coming. They will have to stop when the sun comes up, I expect. Probably.
Awesome thing about an undead army is that doesn't run on its stomach.
Right, but they do have a weakness to sunlight. Unless they've come up with something for that.
If they're this close already.
They must have been marching at incredible speeds.
Whatever
it is that's leading them is inspiring them to lengths that even the undead are normally unaccustomed to. And you hear this piercing, roaring scream kind of sound that just echoes through the entire countryside as you see something flying above the army.
So not Sika.
No.
I had a moment of hope and then
dashed it all to pieces.
Huh.
You see, from this distance, it's hard to make out. It's some kind of flying creature, and it has, even in the night sky, some kind of crimson color on its back. But it itself has something of a blue glow to it.
Thunder Dragon.
Okay.
Down the mountain we go, or are we gonna rest here?
Down the mountain.
The three of them look at each other with concern, looking at that thing, but yeah, they agree down the mountain. Again, it's hard to, I mean, even with the moonlight out, this is a pretty tricky path, and it's more than enough to make a sure-footed person have a panic attack or, pass out in terror, but your mule just keeps at it, and they keep at it. And Silva glides casually over the whole thing.
Yep. I give Sova a nice pat and tell him that I am so proud of him and that he is an amazing person.
He agrees with you.
See, you're even better than that little boy who's a Thunderbird. Yeah, okay, good point. What does the dragon and army look like through the mask?
Nothing.
Too far away.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It's way out of range.
What am I thinking? I mean, I couldn't see the top of the wall. Of course, I'm not going to be able to see an army miles away.
Yep.
Yeah, never mind.
Right. It's nearly daylight before you guys are getting down towards where this army's at. And, you can see it still moving into the trees, although it's starting to be hard to see it through the trees because of the angle you're at now. And then you go down a hill, up a hill, and you don't see the army anymore. Or at least you see no more movement.
As the sun comes up.
Yep. And you guys are into the forest now. And it is creepy. You have this, pervading sense of dread that just rides on your emotions, coming from everywhere around you. And it's silent, nothing is moving, but, your perceptions keep playing tricks on you. You see something move, but there's nothing there, and you hear something, but there's nothing there, and you ask somebody if they saw that or heard that, and no, they didn't see or hear that. But it's just kind of all over. You do come across an occasional corpse of an animal, though. They've been just ripped apart, so it's just a mess, awful all over the place. And some of them have just been, tore up into the ground. Some of them have been strewn around all over the place.
So, what's the plan? Just get a look at him, figure out who's leading it, find out the flying doomsday growl is, or are we doing something else?
The dead serve not the Fae.
The dead and the Fae are entirely different. They So the Fae undead are useless. They hold no emotion. And so they often ignore them completely, if not to just destroy them because they exist. In the same way, the Fae rarely hold any interest to the dead because the Fae were never a living being in the first place. So they really hold no interest each to the other. Yes, never born. The Fae were never born. They simply came into being, although they are not nearly what the Yozi were. At least not yet. He kind of like makes a gesture, a wording gesture. They're both dangerous things, but they are not the same.
So, should we investigate the sacrifice sites? See if we can find something there?
Well, that might be an idea. Make perception investigation rules. That was a glitch. Six. Okay. Cool then. Yeah. You almost lose Jules for a bit. Like